So let me just ask you this. When you said it's your friends and family, what are we talking about now? Like in relation to family, I get to who your friends might be, but like your family. You talk
Yeah,
about.
look, my mom,
Sister,
I would reach out to my mom, although my mom is 75 and, you know, as a mum at that age and of that era, she just wants me to be happy. She just wants the best for me. And, you know, it's with my conversations with her are on a certain level. It's a little bit surface. Sometimes we go deep, but mostly it's just, she just wants me to be happy, and it's lovely. So I would speak to her fairly regularly. Then I have a cousin whom is like the best family I could ever have. I don't have a lot of family, but my God, I struck gold with her. And she is a true sounding board, and she's so pragmatic, and she's so like, okay, let's make it happen. Let's go. Right. What's the problem? Let's find the solution. I love her to bits. She's just like a mum in a way. But yeah, so I really reached out to her. And I also have it's without question, two of my best friends, a male and a female. And those two were there for me through thick and thin. And I would literally reach out and talk to them about anything and everything. And they would offer me advice, or they would just listen. And we still do that even now. I've got to admit, like, I ring them because I don't have a sounding board. I don't have a partner that I can bounce things off. You know, that's what you do when you're in a partnership, right? And so I ring them and I'll say, what do you think about this? Should I do this? Am I overthinking it? Like, da, 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 da. So they go, yeah, you're overthinking it. Like, shut up, just get on with it. Or they'll go, okay, that's an interesting concept. What about this? So I roll stuff around with them a lot. And I do that because I also feel like I lost a lot of confidence last year, a huge amount in myself, in my capabilities, in my capacity. And a lot of self-doubt started creeping in. I'm being completely honest right now. So that hit me very hard because I started questioning whether I was making good choices or whether I was in a good headspace to make mature and wise choices. And when you start doing that inside yourself, it's a little bit of a slippery pole. So that's when those people for me were like lighthouses. They were like my rocks, and I could reach out to them and just calmly talk through, you know, what was wrong or the problem, and trying to find the solution. And am I making a smart decision here, or am I being emotional? And I could peel back those layers using those people who were basically my lighthouses. I think we all have to have them. And if you have, and I would question people that don't. I mean, I'm sure there's people that don't. But, you know, if you can reach through your life, the people that are in it, and find them, then they're an incredibly powerful asset for you, particularly when you're starting to doubt yourself or you've lost a bit of your confidence.
A big part of that process, though, is the very first step is accepting that you're vulnerable. Because if you don't accept you're vulnerable, you're not going to reach out. You're going to say, oh, fuck it, I don't want to tell anyone what's going on. I can handle this myself. I'll sort it. I mean, how did you accept vulnerability? Was that something you had to accept, or that's actually normal for you?
No, it's not. Like, I'm not used to being as raw and vulnerable, you know, back last year ever before in my life. So it was a whole new ball game for me, I suppose. I mean, you know, everybody has ups and downs, but there was just a lot of stuff going on for me at that point. And so I did lose my confidence, and I did feel extremely vulnerable, and it was a whole new experience. And the people, like I said, that were close to me, I was able to reach out to, and they were there. And I think you very quickly realize when stuff goes wrong, those people that are around you that are the real friends, because they turn up immediately and they're always there. But also, you know, I think to my 12-week body transformation and all of the people that are inside of that program, the members are extraordinarily loyal and incredibly passionate about what we do. Like, they're my people. They all just came in. So I was very fortunate in that way. But also at the same time, it's a two-way street. You've got to let people in as well, and allow it and own it, you know? That's the key. You got to own it, and then you can move through it.
Own what though? Own the fact that you feel like shit, you lost your confidence, or own the fact that you don't know the answer to the question.
Yeah, or that, whatever the issue is, like, you know, if you've fucked up in business, you've made a big mistake. Like, okay, here's a great example. Look at the government right now. They needed to own it, and finally they have. When you own it, then now you can move forward because people respect you. People have empathy and compassion. But it's not until you do that you're kind of up against it, and you're not even owning it to your own self. So this is whether it's a personal issue, whether it's a business issue, whether it's a family issue with your children. You know, I think when you can, you know, acknowledge that maybe you effed up, that maybe that your behavior wasn't that great at that point, that maybe, you know, you weren't listening, but now you are, and now you're heard. I'm listening to you now. Like those kinds of conversations. I only just had one, like literally on Friday, as I was driving down here on the phone with some of my staff about being heard. You know, there was an upset, and I got on the phone to the different people that were involved, and I said, "Listen, we're not in school. We're mature people. Let's own it. Let's talk about it. Let's get it on the table, and then let's piss it off and move on." And that's exactly what we did. And now, you know, but if we'd swept it under the carpet, as so many of us do when it comes to either health or weight loss or weight gain, or issues with our family, or issues with our partner, or issues at work, you sweep it under the carpet. Guess what? Your carpet starts looking like this. Clean it out.